But there's a lot more to do, and I think that the focus should be on property taxes, because I don't know about you, but I'm getting killed by property taxes. I mean, my house has gone up 13% every year. All I do is mow the lawn. I feel like I should stop mowing the lawn. It's less expensive to pay the fine than it is to pay the property taxes. So we got to do something about it. This session, I'm going to be introducing a bill to expand the disabled veteran tax credit so that more disabled veterans can take advantage of that. It's basically going to be keyed to how disabled you are as to how much relief you can get, but there's no longer going to be an income limit on it. So that will get a lot more folks access. But honestly, I want tax relief for everybody, not just disabled veterans, because we all need tax relief, whether we served or not. So what we really need to do is we need to fix the valuations. The challenge is that some genius wrote into the Kansas Constitution property valuations. I don't know why that is. I'm sure there's a history to it, but somebody put valuations in the Kansas Constitution. So we can't just pass a bill in the legislature to fix valuations. We have to fix the Constitution. And if you remember from last election, we're batting 300 on changing the Constitution, right? It's very hard to change the Constitution. I heard it about 1,000 times, during the election cycle. Man, it's so complicated. Why can't you just make the language simpler on the ballot, and then it would be easier to vote on these constitutional amendments? Well, you have to put exactly on the ballot what language you want to put in the Constitution. And, it's going to be legalese. It's going to be constitutional language. It's not going to be, just plain spoken conversation like we have with each other. And so that's the big challenge with passing a constitutional amendment. I'm going to be working with some folks over in the Senate and some folks in the House. I'm putting together kind of a coalition. We're going to try to fix this. And what we're going to try to do, the challenge in the Kansas Constitution is it says that every property has to be assessed the same. And what I would like to get to is when you buy your house, that's the value of your house. And your house can only go up so much a year until you sell it or you change the square footage. In California, they've got this thing called Prop 13. It was a ballot initiative from a long time ago that basically does the same thing. In California, if it weren't for Prop 13, nobody would own a house, because people bought their houses at $50,000, for a 3-bedroom, and now they're worth $1.5 million. And if they didn't do something to fix the valuations a long time ago, all those seniors that are on fixed incomes would have to move out of California, which they probably are now anyways, but that's a different story. So that's what I want to do. I want to fix the cost of your house when you buy it, so it can only raise by a certain percentage until you do something significant to change the square footage or you sell it. That's my that kind of, if I get everything that I want, if I get everything that that I hope and dream of getting done with valuations, that's what I would like to do. But if we do nothing else, we have to take that line out of the Constitution that says all properties are valued the same. Because once you do that, you can't freeze property tax values when somebody turns 65. You can't freeze property values for a disabled veteran, or whatever it is you want to do. You can't do any of those things because of how the Kansas Constitution is written right now. And so that's